further demonstration of the appalling vacuity at the heart of the British Foreign Service, and then, of course, at the Home Service, is demonstrated by the story about Dr. Abdul Rahman Babiker, who is a registrar in a British hospital, I think in Manchester, is it? The Manchester Royal Infirmary. And he'd gone back to Sudan to celebrate Eid. And he was therefore trapped in Sudan, and he was told by his MP that he should go to the airport, which he did, and was then told when he got to the airport that because he wasn't a British passport carrier, he wasn't allowed on any of the flights. So that demonstrates our concern for the NHS, that demonstrates our joined up thinking between the Foreign Office, the Home Office and the Secretary of State for Health, who of course is more interested in defending or in messing around with charges of bullying himself. So once again, we have politicians who are self-obsessed rather than doing their job. We have politicians who are contradicting one another. We have individuals who are caught in the middle of this nonsense because they rely, as they're expected to rely, on a political system that is representative. When our politicians don't represent the people who have elected them, the people in their constituencies, then they should resign. And I don't see anything to justify the continued work of Mr. Cleverly. Certainly, he is simply reproducing the nonsense of Dominic Raab when Kabul fell. The fall of Khartoum, the failure of the British government to sort things out, is beautifully demonstrated by the absolute failure of helping someone like Dr. Babiker, and I'm sure he's not the only one. 16 hours of queuing at the side of the airport in Khartoum, and Dr. Babiker was then told that he couldn't board a flight. We're really sorry, this is guidance from the Home Office. Of course, Suella Braverman, that other twit, who is more interested in playing games with legislation than she is in actually doing her job. Her primary job is to help people in her constituencies and to help people who turn to the Home Office for support. The Home Office couldn't support a donkey, let alone the many people who it represents. That's not just migrants crossing the channel. That's the rest of us who are actually working here, who live here. That is what the Home Office is supposed to do. So the Home Office contradicts the Foreign Office, and both fail to do what this fellow's MP has actually promised. Our politicians are wasting our time. They need to resign if they can't do their job.